Simone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for kicking with your girl on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, whatever you want to call it. Whatever time zone you're in, it may not be New Year's yet, but nonetheless, I wish you guys a happy New Year. Thank you for starting it off with me. This is my sparkly fit here. I had to get some sequin. I did some eye makeup today. I'm excited for 2021 to begin, and I know 2020 was a lot, okay? It was a lot that was going on back and forth. But I am thankful that we are still here. If you're watching with me, I love you. This is the last time that I'm saying this in the year 2020. And I'm actually gonna be reacting to my exact performance. The video is gonna be a little bit grainy. That's okay, okay girl. We gonna get into it. Grab your drink, grab your snack, and get that ass back. So here are my choices for drinks today. I got some apple Canadian whiskey. We bringing it in right, okay? So I got some Pinot Grigio. This is just wine, you guys. Small version, you know what I'm saying, in case you need to go, you know. It's kind of carried around like it's Tabasco sauce. I also have some Chardonnay, some more wine. And then I've got the Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. This is a staple. Y'all, I said I was gonna do Chardonnay. I straight up lied. I'm just gonna take a shot. I'm gonna take a shot of this Canadian whiskey. Oh, it's actually a lot. It ain't smooth. Smoother than I thought. So let's see what teenage Alexis was talking about. Okay, let's get into this video, y'all.
Stars who represent for different types of live music coming to the stage.
Absolutely. Now this next performer is a teenage singer and musician from Arlington, Texas. Woo! Everybody, y'all give it up for Miss Alexis Simone.
Hair was slayed. Can we just say that they were playing me on the sound, okay? They kept going in and out. What's so funny, what's so crazy about this performance, you guys, is that I had no keyboard. So you can see I was supposed to play the keyboard on this song. This track had no extra keyboard added to it. At the last moment, the keyboard place that I was supposed to get and rent my keyboard from suddenly backed out. Okay, so this was a stressful day. It was a stressful moment for me. Literally moments before I was supposed to like come in for a sound check, I found the keyboard. I didn't know how to work that keyboard at all, y'all. So you'll see my hands like shaking a little bit. Number one, because I'm performing on television in front of millions of people, but also like the piano keys were a lot heavier and a lot more dense than the keyboard that I'm normally used to playing. So it was just like, it was everywhere. I was super nervous. They played me with the sound. This was a whole moment. This was a whole vibe, you guys. Let's check out the hair. Let's check out the eyebrows. Like, around this part of the song, I really started to get into the moment and was just like, let's go. Ooh, baby, please let me hold you. We could do the unthinkable if you let me lose control. Hold my faith and don't let go. Like it's hard not to to let go in this because it's such a fun song. I was just so amazed by the chord progression because this is my own original song with my own original chord progression. And I just remember when I first played those chords, I said, this shit is jazzy, like this jams. And it felt so good and felt so right. That's what I was saying yesterday when I was talking about Chloe and Halle and how they brought such an excitement in my spirit just thinking about it, because I remember being super young and being on stage and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many people watching and they're not vibing with me. I'm gonna make them vibe though. Watch, at the end of this performance. There go my brother. Come here, baby. I got him jamming now. Right there, he was talking to his homeboy, but I know he was like, damn, she fine and she could play and she could sing. That's what was going on in my head, but I know in actuality he was probably like saying, I can't wait for the next act. But that's okay, you know. I did get majority of them vibing from the beginning of the performance to the end. They started vibing with your girl. A very Rihanna-esque version of singing, so everything was just very slurred, almost jazzy. To me, it added so much character to this performance with those vocal inflections. In that middle part where I was, you know, I was adding those dynamics, that decrescendo and a crescendo and bringing it back. And back then I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew that it sounded and it felt right. So what did you guys think of that performance and me breaking down and dissecting my own vocals literally almost 10 years later? That's insane to me. That was actually like rewarding, just going back to look at that, because I haven't looked at that performance in so long, and just breaking down certain parts of it and just remembering every single feeling of it. It honestly was one of the best moments of my life. Nothing seems to touch the very first time of being on stage and getting that warm welcome of New York, which is not much of a welcome at all, but just getting that warm welcome of like into the industry. That's what it was for me. It was a lot that was going on as far as pitch is concerned. Your girl was young, she was a teenager, and their pitches just wasn't doing it. But I know that I practiced for hours and hours and days and days. I practiced 2 months straight before this performance. And when I got on that stage, y'all, do you believe me when I say everything that I practiced just went out the window? I think that was it, you know? And that was because that was the most thing that I was practicing to nail down, because it was at that time such a hard riff for me to do. Let's go ahead and get into it. Put in the comments down below what you think, and I will see you guys in 2021. It should be 2021 now, but if it's not, I'll see you guys in 2021. Bye.